श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री दत्त गुरुवे नमः। श्री 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 विठलानंद सरस्वती गुरुवे नमः। 16th chapter. श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. Greatness of Sri Guru. This is very important chapter. We can know through this chapter greatness of Sri Guru. Namadarak. When all the disciples went away on the pilgrimage, who served Sri Guru? He asked. Siddha telling, I was in a swoon of delusion, but your question has given rise to the sun of knowledge. Sri Guru's life is like Kamadhenu. Sri Guru lived secretly at Arogya Bhavani near Vaidyanath. I was with him this time. A Brahmin came to Sri Guru, praised him and said humbly, I am doing penance, but my mind has not become still. I am greatly appealed to see you. Kindly tell me means to attain knowledge and liberate me. The Brahmin further said, Gurudev, I had a guru. He used to harsh words and asked me to do undesirable service. He did not teach me logic, grammar, bhashya, etc. He said that my mind is not still. So I left him in anger. Sri Guru is telling, you are a fool, harming yourself and treacherous to Guru. You speak ill of Guru. How can you have knowledge? Who speak ill of Guru cannot be enlightened, cannot get knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Why did you come to me leaving Guru, who is a Kamadhenu? By pleasing the Guru, by service and giving respect to him, one can know Vedas, Shastras and 8 Siddhis, a boon to do particular miracles. The Brahmin placed his head on the feet of Sri Guru and asked, Gurudev, kindly tell me who is a Guru and how to serve him. Yes, he is asking who is Guru. Guru means how he will be. Sri Guru, mother and father are Gurus. Sri Guru is telling, mother and father are Gurus. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwar are Gurus. One serve his Guru with devotion. I narrate to you a tale in this connection. Dhaumya Rishi lived at Dwaravati. He had 3 disciples, Aruni, Baid and Upamanyu. In former times, the Guru tested his disciples before giving knowledge to them. Dhaumya said to Aruni, go to my field and fill it with canal water. Aruni went to the field. The canal water was flowing with great force. Paddy was sown in the field, which was on higher land than the level of the water. He placed stones to divert the water to the field. He then laid his body across the canal and thus half the flow of water entered the field. Even by sunset, as Aruni did not return, Dhaumya went to his field and called him loudly. He feared a serpent might have beaten or a tiger might have attacked him. Hearing the Guru's voice, Aruni came out of the canal and bowed to the Guru and stood near him. Dhaumya embraced with pleasure and blessed him, saying, You will know all Vedas. Go home, get married and live happily. Dhaumya then said to Baid, go to the field, keep watch on the crop, and when it is reaped, bring it home. Baid accordingly went to the field and kept the watch day and night. When the crop was reaped, a cart with one buffalo was given to him. Baid placed the corn in the cart, yoked the buffalo on one side of the yoke, and he himself pulled the cart on the other side. He could not draw the cart with the buffalo. Still, he drew it with much strain. The buffalo got stuck in the mud and could not go forward. So he alone drew the heavy cart. Subsequently, his neck was strangled and he had to face great strain. In the meantime, Dhaumya came there and released him from the yoke. He embraced Baid and said, You know Vedas and Shastras well. That way he blessed him. Om Siddhakriya Babaji Namaha Om. Om Siddhakriya Babaji Namaha Om. The third disciple, Upamanyu, was fat and dull. Dhaumya asked him to take the cattle for grazing the forest. Upamanyu took the cattle to graze. At times, being hungry, he would return early from the forest. The Guru told him not to come from the forest till sunset. The cattle would graze on the bank of a river. Upamanyu would bathe, take alms from the Brahmins living nearby. Thus he satisfied his hunger. One day the Guru asked him, How are you living? He said that he took alms and dined. Guru said, How? Do you dine without us? Give the alms in the ashram and again go to the forest. Upamanyu acted as directed by the Guru. He would give the alms in the ashram. But as he did not get full meals at the ashram, he again took alms from some Brahmin houses and satisfied his hunger. When the Guru knew this, he angrily said, Give both the alms in the ashram. As directed, he gave both the alms in the ashram. He was anxious now how to satisfy his hunger. He saw calves drinking milk of cows, and much milk fell on the ground and was wasted. He held that milk in his hands and drank it. After some days, the Guru asked him how he was fat. He said that he drank the milk that fell while the calves drank the milk from the cows. The Guru said, You should not drink milk tasted by calves, as this milk makes you ill. While remaining in the forest, he saw milk like paste coming out of the rui plant. He held the milk in leaves, and while he was drinking it, some drops thereof entered his eyes. Subsequently, he lost his eyesight and became blind. Now he thought the Guru would be angry with him. He began to collect the cattle, but as he could not see, he fell in a well. When Dhaumya knew that Upamanyu did not return by the evening, he went to the forest and called him loudly. Upamanyu responded from the well and informed him about his whereabouts. Daumya came nearer the well and said to him with sympathy, "Recite Ashwini Kumar mantra." After doing that, he got back his eyesight. He came out of the well, bowed to his Guru and stood by him. Daumya placed his palm on his head and instantly he had all the knowledge. Daumya said to him, "Go home, get married and live happy. You will be well known. One of your disciples, Uttank, will bring kundal, ear ornament and win the Sesh. He will advise King Janamejaya to perform sacrifice of the serpents and kill all the serpents in the sacrifice." As stated, Uttank caused Janamejaya to perform the sacrifice in which even Indra had to come down along with Takshak, the king of serpents. This is all due to the greatness of Guru. He will liberate you. You should try to please him. The Brahmin said, "Gurudev, you have given me the right advice. As I have offended my Guru, how can I please him now? It is very difficult to appease the wounded heart. I would therefore leave this worthless body of mine." Saying this, he bowed to Sri Guru. Sri Guru realized his repentance and knowing his desires, Sri Guru said, "All your sins are wiped off now. Remember your Guru." The Brahmin folded his hands and prayed, "You are the Guru of all the world and incarnation of three great gods. How can there be darkness after the rise of the sun? You please protect me." Hearing this, Sri Guru was kind to place his right palm on his head and instantly he had knowledge of the Brahmin became learned. Sri Guru again asked him to go to his Guru. The Brahmin went to his Guru. Sri Guru then went to Bhuvaneshwari near Bilawadi and stayed under an Audambar tree on the bank of the Krishna secretly. Sri Dattaya Gurave Namaha, Sri Sripada Sri Vallabhaya Namaha, Sri Nrsimha Saraswati Namaha. Chapter 16 completed. Digambara, Digambara, Sripada Vallabha Digambara. 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 Digambara, Digambara, Avadhuta Chintana Digambara. Digambara, Digambara, Sripada Vallabha Digambara. Digambara, Digambara, Avadhuta Chintana Digambara. Sri Sachidananda Samartha Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Avadhuta Chintana Sri Gurudeva Datta. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Sri Datta Guruve Namaha, Sri Vittalananda Saraswati Guruve Namaha. Chapter 17. Sri Ganesaya Namaha, Sri Saraswatya Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. A dull Brahmin boy becomes learned. Sri Guru observed Chaturmasa living under the Audambar tree near Bhuvaneshwari secretly. Still, his name and fame spread in all the quarters. Namadarak. Why Sri Guru lived secretly? Why did he observe Anushthan and asked for alms? Siddha is telling. Sri Shankar and Sri Guru Dattatreya liked to beg alms. Sri Guru roamed through holy places for protecting his devotees. People came to him and harassed him for trifles, and hence he lived secretly. But though the Kasturi is hidden, its fragrance cannot be hidden. Similarly, brightness of Sri Guru could not be hidden. There lived a Kavir, a learned Brahmin who knew the Vedas. He had a dull, foolish son. His parents died in his childhood. When he was 7, his thread ceremony was celebrated, but he could not do Sandhya and recite Gayatri Mantra. Local Brahmins abused him, saying, "Your father knew Vedas and Shastras, but you have spoiled his name. Your life is worthless. Chintamani is best among the beads. So is the knowledge for a person." Om Siddhakriya Babaji Namaha. Om Siddhakriya Babaji Namaha. A man is honored for his knowledge. A king is respected by his people. But even a king respects learned persons, as knowledge is wealth. The boy requested them to suggest means for his improvement. The Brahmins said, "You will have knowledge in the next birth. You should beg for your maintenance in this life." The boy, being dejected, went to a forest. He was thinking of giving up his life. In the evening, he reached Bilavadi. He took darshan of Bhuvaneshwari and sat at the door of the temple. Next morning, he cut his tongue and placed it at the feet of the goddess and said, "If you do not be kind with me, I shall even offer my head at your feet." That night he had a dream in which Devi appeared before him and said, "O Brahmachari, why are you getting angry with me? There is an avataric Purusha sitting under an Audambar tree on the bank of the Krishna. Go to him. He will fulfill your desires." He woke up and at once ran and crossed the river. He rolled at the Guru's feet and started praising him. Guru was pleased with him, blessed him and put his hand on his head as Varadhasta. At once the boy got knowledge and enlightenment. That is the power of touch of Guru, Sadguru. He also got his tongue back. If a crow has a dip in the Manasa Sarovar, it will become a Hamsa, swan. So also, he who touches Guru's feet will acquire all knowledge. Guru is Almighty. His glory needs to be sung. Sri Dattaya Guruve Namaha, Sri Sripada Sri Vallabhaya Namaha, Sri Nrsimha Saraswatyaye Namaha. Chapter 17 completed. Digambara, Digambara, Sripada Vallabha Digambara, 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 Avadhuta Chintana Digambara, 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 Sripada Vallabha Digambara, 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 Avadhuta Chintana Digambara. Sri Sachidananda Samartha Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Avadhuta Chintana Sri Gurudeva Datta. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, Sri Datta Guruve Namaha, Sri 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 Vittalananda Saraswati Guruve Namaha. Chapter 18. Sri Ganeshaya Namaha, Sri Saraswatyaye Namaha, Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. A poor Brahmin gets wealth. Varuna Sangam is known as Kasi in the south. Sri Guru came here from Bhilawadi and stayed near Panchaganga Sangam for 12 years. Shiva, Bhadra, Bhogavati, Kumbi and Saraswati are the 5 rivers. This is a famous holy place like Kasi and Prayag. There is a temple of Amareshwar and an Audambar tree as a Kalpataru. 64 yoginis lived here. There are 8 holy places in the neighborhood. They are Shukla Tirtha, Papa Vinashi, Kanya Tirtha, Siddha Varad, Prayaga Tirtha, Shakti Tirtha, Amara Tirtha and Koti Tirtha. Kriya Babaji Namaha Om Siddha Kriya Babaji Namaha. Sri Guru lived under the Audambar tree here. He would go to Amarpur for alms. In Amarpur lived a Brahmin knowing Vedas. He had a devoted wife. He had a sem creeper at his door. When he could not get sufficient corn, he would live on the boiled seams. He adored Sri Guru with devotion. He invited Sri Guru for alms one day. After taking the alms, Sri Guru blessed him, saying that his poverty was wiped off. While leaving the premises, Sri Guru cut the root of the sem creeper. Seeing this, the Brahmin's wife bitterly saying, "Our means of livelihood are lost. The Brahmin tried to console her, saying, there must be some good intention of Sri Guru in cutting the root of the stem. It is our good fortune that Sri Guru in cutting came to us for alms. Do not blame Sri Guru who blessed us. He will protect us. The Brahmin took away the leaves of the creeper from the courtyard, and while digging to take off the root of the creeper, he found a vessel full of coins. He told this to his wife, who has much pleased and now repented for blaming Sri Guru. Both then went to Sri Guru and worshipped him with devotion and reported that what had occurred. Sri Guru said, do not tell this to anybody, else the wealth will be destroyed. You shall live happily with your sons and grandsons. Sri Dattaya Namaha, Sri Sripada Sri Vallabhaya Namaha, Sri Nrsimha Saraswatya Namaha. 18th chapter completed. Digambara, Digambara, Sripada Vallabha Digambara. 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 Digambara, Digambara, Avadhuta Chintana Digambara. Digambara, Digambara, Sripada Vallabha Digambara. Digambara, Digambara, Avadhuta Chintana Digambara. Sri Sachidananda Samartha Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai. Avadhuta Chintana Sri Gurudeva Datta.